If you are posted and updated for the past 3 days, you will discover that VeryDarkMan has started an NGO to help the people who need that help. And that is a very good initiative, provided he keeps the transparency. After all, VeryDarkMan is someone that is very transparent enough. If you look at the way he does his teams, he's very transparent. Even though when they give am one money, big money will enter the account, he doesn't know who sent the money. He was bold enough to come out and say, this kind of money has entered my account. As a matter of fact, he was afraid. So he's someone that is very transparent. That one, there is no doubt about it. Give him for that. So VeryDarkMan, thank you so much for this kind of good-hearted gesture. But I have a problem with it. And my problem is that, does this, the way they take and go, do you think it will work? Don't you think you change the tactics? Because I heard from your previous video, you made mention of you want to hire corpers so that they will be teaching in all those public schools. You hire teachers, you will be paying them, they will be teaching in all those government schools. How long can you go with that? And that is where I have a problem. How long can you go with that? You have started an NGO. Why not open your own school? Because if you are paying people to teach from all those government institutions, or those institutions that have already existed, you are not the one that founded them. You are the one that found the NGO, or you are not the one that founded those schools. So even if you are rendering help to those schools, still you cannot have 100% control over those schools. One, if you employ a teacher and give it to that school and the teacher mess up, the school is the one to decide whether they sack the teacher or not. That is just the fact. If you complain and they feel like giving that respect to you because of the help you have been rendering to them, that is good. But they have the right to decide whether they sack the person or not. If you render this help to them, they decide how they run their administrative work. Yes, if I have my own school and you give me 1 billion naira to push that school to go forward, let's use myself as an example. If I decide to do rubbish with that money, you can't come and tell me what to do if I want, because I am legally right to decide what I do in my school. So if you are hiring people to teach in government schools, like the way you said it earlier on, if it is public schools, those governors are still in charge. They decide what happens in those schools and not you. So if you have an opinion that contradicts their own opinion, they will tell you to go to hell with all the money where you don't spend. So that is my major problem with it. And you know, all those politicians, they have just one thing, and that is permanent interest. Any interest that conflict with their own interest is null and void according to them. So if you are going about hiring teachers, maybe hiring equipment and giving those supports to those schools, you are not the owner of them, and you don't have 100%. In fact, you don't even have 60% control over it. You don't even have 50% control over it. But if you decide to use this money, this is a very big money. If you decide to use this money and then build a school somewhere, even though it is in Abuja, but I am trying to balance how you will do it. But do you know that somebody in Lagos can school in Abuja if it is free, and then you equipped those schools very well, the way you want it. You have 100% control over it. So that is my own problem about that. Anyway, you have a lawyer. Your lawyer will advise you, and you will take some action. This is just at the beginning stage. You will look at it very well, explore more initiatives and alternatives. So, but thank you so much for your good gesture. If you find some elements of truth, please like and share.